Hi everyone, I'm honored to present our DashCop, automated e-ticket generation for two-viewer traffic violations using dashcam videos. Our DashCop interface processes vehicle-mounted videos to detect traffic violations and identify violators' license plates. It provides a unified platform for traffic authorities to visualize violations and issue e-tickets. A detailed video of the interface is accessible via the displayed QR code. Through this work, we address two common hazardous driving practices: exceeding passenger limits on two-wheelers and riding without helmets. While many works have utilized static CCTV cameras for the same, we believe vehicle-mounted dashcams provide a complementary solution to that due to their growing ability to cover a broader range of the road network. Therefore, we propose DashCop alongside an evaluation dataset, RideSafe. Detecting two-wheeler traffic violations from dashcam footage is challenging due to relative motion between vehicles and the unpredictable dynamics of dense and unstructured traffic, to name a few. To address these challenges, we introduce a novel segmentation technique that accurately associates riders with their motorcycles, and an instance tracking method optimized for jointly tracking riders and their associated motorcycle. These innovations ensure robust identification of violating entities, even in complex traffic scenarios. Now, let's dive into our proposed dataset, RideSafe. This is a comprehensive annotated dashcam video dataset. These videos feature multiple instances of triple riding and helmet rule violations captured under diverse and challenging traffic conditions, as shown here. Annotations in RideSafe cover 6 object classes as shown in this annotation schema. The plots here illustrate the distribution of the annotated frames and tracks for each of the object category. Now, let's dive into our proposed method. First, each frame from the dashcam video is processed by our novel Segmentation and Cross-Association module, DAC. This module generates segmentation masks of rider and motorcycle and predicts the association between them. The aggregation of all the riders on the same motorcycle comprises an RM instance. Next, a novel cross-association-based tracker module operates across video frames and assigns unique track IDs to RM instances. Each tracked RM instance is then processed to detect potential traffic violation. The tracks with detected traffic violations are further processed by the ANPR module. Finally, the generated e-ticket is made available to traffic authorities for verification. Let's take a closer look at our SAC module. While traditional approaches treat riders and motorcycles independently, SAC's mechanism explicitly models their relationship. Let's walk through how this works. Our goal is to not just detect riders and motorcycles separately, but to create a system that can generate precise segmentation masks and establish accurate associations between them. The SAC architecture builds upon YOLO V8 shown in blue, with our novel association components shown in purple. Given an image, the backbone extracts features at 3 different scales. These feature maps feed into specialized heads. For each feature map, the detection head predicts bounded boxes and class scores. Mask coefficient head outputs an intermediate map where each immediate embedding vector encodes an instance representation at a cell location for mask prediction. A parallel branch processes the high-resolution feature map to output a representation N. To predict the instance segmentation mask for each spatial location in the feature map, we take the dot product between M and EI. To model the association between riders and their corresponding motorcycles, we introduce a novel cross-object segmentation mask prediction head. This head follows the same segmentation mechanism as that of instance segmentation, but with a key modification. The embedding vector serves 2 crucial purposes. When dotted with M, it produces the instant segmentation mask, and when dotted with M prime, it generates a cross-object segmentation mask. This dual role allows each object class to vote for its associated objects in the other class. After predicting a variant box, a segmentation mask, and a cross-object segmentation mask for each potential object, we compute an association score between the riders and the motorcycles' predicted masks. This association score gives us a measure of how closely an object is related to its generated cross-mask. Compared to existing methods, our algorithm achieves superior association accuracy by successfully distinguishing between nearby riders and correctly associating only the true rider-motorcycle pairs, even in crowded scenes with multiple overlapping instances as shown here. Now let's take a closer look at our cross-association tracking module. Here, we introduce a significant advancement in tracking by focusing on a joint approach to tracking riders and motorcycles. Unlike conventional methods that treat these as separate entities, we aim to track them as a unified pair, maintaining their associations dynamically as they move through a scene. Quantitative and qualitative results show that our cross-association sort achieves superior performance against existing tracking methods across all metrics. For triple riding classification module, qualitative results show that in figure A and B, we see that the model successfully detects triple riders across challenging conditions such as different weather and road types as well as occlusion. In figure C, however, we see that the model mistakenly predicts violations. The images have a pattern of heavy occlusion where the instance is obstructed by some other object in the environment. Figure D highlights missed violations that the model failed to identify. Such cases arise when the footprint of the occluded rider, often the middle rider, is too small to provide sufficient visual cues for correct identification. Table here presents comparative evaluation results for helmet violation detection at the rider track level. In figure A and B, the model correctly identifies helmet violations. In figure C, however, we see some examples of false positives. In the image on the left, due to motion blur, a false no helmet violation is detected. In the second false positive, the RM instance is quite far and the crop is not well illuminated. In the third figure, a pedestrian is incorrectly associated with a motorcycle. In figure D, the first two false negatives are due to blur and low light conditions, and the last one is due to the occluded motorcycle, hence reducing the context in no helmet detection. Next, for license plate recognition, a lightweight OCR architecture CRNN is trained on our dataset of real-world, augmented, and synthetic license plates. For license plate, the metrics of evaluation we have used a character error rate and accuracy, where accuracy means percentage of plates recognized correctly in their entirety. From table, we found that CNN-based approach outperforms most recent transformer-based approach and commercial OCR. We evaluate the system-level performance, which is important for e-ticket generation, using correctly tracked RM instances. An RM track is considered a true positive for e-ticket generations if the system accurately predicts the traffic violation and correctly detects and recognizes the license plate. False positives and false negatives are calculated similarly. As shown in Table 3, the automated system achieves a F1 score of 72.18%, reflecting good overall performance. In practice, Traffic Enforcement Authority review e-tickets and corresponding evidence before issuance. This human-in-the-loop approach eliminates false positive, raising the F1 score and improving system reliability. Thank you.